In this video, we'll cover the process of importing a DBX file into MS-CAD. The DBX file would come from field software such as Viva or Captivate. Once you've exported the DBX files from your data collector and moved them to your PC, it's a quick and easy process to bring them into your drawing. I'm just starting a new drawing now and setting up the job defaults. So we've set the units to match what was collected in the field. I've set an appropriate drawing scale factor for the project. I'm going to leave my input scale factor for now. We'll revisit that later on during the import process. I already have the AutoMap library set. I have that file on my PC. And I've set the appropriate Colorado 83 North State Plains coordinate system. And we won't be using a geoid file right now because we're not concerned with orthometric heights, but if you were, you could select it here as well. We'll hit OK. Then we'll move to the traverse menu. Under Import Raw File, import like a DBX. The first step is to browse for the file. And once we get into the project files that came from the data collector, we'll choose the project name. The job or multiple jobs in the project are then displayed on the interface. So you can select the one you want. In this case, we only have the one. I'm going to turn all of the options on here except for process scans because I do not want to bring any of the scan data in. It's then important to review the advanced options. If your field data was collected using a geoid file, you'll need to move that file, which would be a gem file, from your data collector and place it on your PC. In this case, I have the path set. If you have a CSCS file or a GridShift file, you would do the same. There's some other options here available as well. In this case, we'll leave everything as default and hit OK. Now I'll choose Import. We'll then see that scale factor was set in the field because we were collecting grid points or GPS points in grid. So I'm going to copy that input scale factor into the project. We'll then copy the inverse to the output scale factor and then apply that to our labeling. This will allow us to input points into the drawing as grid points, but the labeling will display as ground. We'll then get a summary so we can see that there were points imported. Next, the Active Traverse Editor will open. We can review and see that some GPS shots were stored, as well as some total station work. We won't review this in this video. There'll be another video to cover the Active Traverse Editor, so I'm just going to close this for now. As I zoom out, you can see there are some reference points that were brought in to the project. So our zoom extents is quite far out. In this example, I'm just going to quickly delete those. You'll notice that point protection was giving me a warning as I tried to delete them. And now I can zoom in on the project. We can see that layering and coloring has already been set with the AutoMap. We'll switch over to the points menu and bring up the Active Coordinate Editor. We can see that all the points have been imported. We've got two other videos that review the Active Coordinate Editor in more detail. The main thing to point out here is since the coordinate system is set, We could use the quick map to open up these points in Google Maps if we wanted to review them. And the images that were collected with the points are available as well. So now we're ready to start drafting or calculating new points. All of the data has been brought into the point database, and our traverse is available if we need to make any changes or edits. So it's a very quick and easy process. Thank you for watching.